go down this weekend after the UEFA Champions League game? Well, massive result also coming out yesterday from Portugal. We go straight to England, and we have other ones again, especially in Germany. Also, we see that in Belgium, talking about Copenhagen. It was a massive result yesterday. Yes, to do justice to today's show, Stanisius is here with me once again, and together we'll be on a jolly ride. Stanisius, when you were the last time you were on the show, we were looking at the FIFA sanction, where we talked about it is a rule. A rule is a rule. You must obey your rule. Nobody should even tell you that just like what they did. And we sent a message to Nigeria. And Nigeria now said, okay, we will take note of it. And now investigation has started. South Africa now has been investigated. We'll talk about that one when we return. Okay, Abuja, let's take a dive. We'll go for a quick break. And when we return, well, first of all, give us the result from the UEFA Champions League. We look at the FIFA sanction on South Africa. Even this guy say the guy no even shake at all. Talking about the guy from South Africa, he no shake, he no bulge, unperturbed, confused with that particular one. Talking about a guy from Safa. But we'll talk about that one when we return from this quick break. Abuja, thank God it is Friday.
Eagles playing the music you want to hear.
God, it's
Eagles 102.3.
golf, football, basketball, lawn tennis, cricket, volleyball, athletics. It's the mother of all sports show.
It's sports on Eagles Wings with Vicky V weekdays from 8 a.m. with the real sport. Sports on Eagles Wings. Sportstainment at its finest.
We had to call a quick timeout to catch our breath. Whew. Now, back to sports. It's
Eagles 102.3.
Drinic from no kind of range just put it over the bar.
Okay, glad to know you're still there. And if you were just tuning in, this is the Friday edition of Sport on Eagles Wings. And I still remain the sport minister on the radio. And here with me is...
My name is Kene Yusuf Stanislas.
Okay, Stanislas is here with us this morning, and let's see how we can go straight to the UEFA Champions League games played yesterday. Now, it was Club Brugge beating Monaco 4-1. I didn't see that one coming at all. Now, SC Copenhagen played at a 2-2 draw against Bayern Leverkusen. Now, the surprise of the evening was Eintracht Frankfurt 5-1 better than Victor Osimhen's Galatasaray. Now, we saw how Man City defeated Antonio Conte's side Napoli 2-0 at the Etihad Stadium. Then at the St. James's Park, it was Barcelona 2, Newcastle United 1, Sporting CP 4, Kairat Almaty 1. Now, the shape of the table after match day 1 is dead. Some people say now it's too early to talk about the table. More don't live on that way. But there's no way I'll just talk about that without looking at the table. Now, going to that game between Eintracht Frankfurt and Galatasaray. And many will be wondering, though we talk about Victor Osimhen, if he was going to be in action in that particular one. And according to Galatasaray, they said that they are not perturbed if Osimhen is not there, but they can do better. Now, Galatasaray, without Victor Osimhen, we are hammered 5-1. Atalanta, without Ademola Lookman, we are hammered 4-0. Current African Footballer of the Year and his predecessor Osimhen were not available for the Champions League game, and their clubs were hammered in the UEFA Champions League match day 1. I don't know what your thoughts share concerning those games.
I feel like it's the pride that they had because now it has been reduced. But anything can happen. Well, I don't think even if Osimhen comes, that kind of comeback would happen whereby they can score like up to 4 to 5 goals in a single match. But hopefully there's hope for them. Hopefully.
Now talking about Galatasaray, since it's just match day 1, hopefully at home they can get something.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go straight to the table, the way it stands. Now, because of that massive goal for Eintracht Frankfurt, now they are on top of the table. Yes, it's too early to say though. Yes, 3 points, and after match day 1, their next game will be against Atletico Madrid, so they'll be traveling to Spain. Now, PSG second on the log with also 3 points. And the next game is against Barcelona. That is the one that everybody wants to watch. Looking at PSG, Barcelona on October 1st. Yes, October 1st, 2025. Club Brugge will be up against Atalanta in Italy. And they're also third on the log. Sporting CP, fourth on the log, will take on Napoli in Italy. Royal Union SG will take on Newcastle in England. And that's also October 1st. Bayern Munich will be up against Pafos. Olympiacos and Pafos played out a goalless draw. They should be careful and be wary of this team that seems to be in dominance. Talking about Munich. Arsenal are 7th on the log, and they will take on Olympiacos at home. That's a game I also want to watch. Arsenal and Olympiacos on the 1st of October 2025. Now, Inter Milan are also 8th on the log, and the next game will be against Slavia Prague. Man City, the next game against Monaco in France. Then FC Karabag will take on FC Copenhagen. Liverpool will travel to Galatasaray to take on Victor Osimhen. Hopefully Osimhen will be available for that game. Barcelona will be at home as they take on PSG. We talked about that one there. Real Madrid will also, it's an easy run for Real Madrid.
It's an easy win.
Yes, an easy win rather.
Win.
Kairat Almaty from Kazakhstan. So that's how it is in the UEFA Champions League. Let's see how it pans out. Come October 1st, 2025. Well, next week is also going to be the UEFA Europa League. Okay, let's go straight to the FIFA saga. Is it FIFA saga I'll call it now, or South African saga? I wouldn't know now. But South African Football Association SAFA Chief Executive in the person of Lydia Manyepau has confirmed that they have received communication from FIFA over the Teboho Mokoena suspension investigation. Now, Bafana looks set to be docked 3 points with a major goal difference swing as their 2-0 win over Lesotho looks set to be declared as 3-0 defeat after Mokoena was fielded while he was ineligible to play due to an accumulation of yellow card suspension. Now, it appeared as if South Africa were off the hook and coasted to qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup after Lesotho failed to file a protest within 48 hours within the window period. But FIFA have now launched an investigation in which a precedent has been set of nations losing points after the incident. Now, according to her, we have received communication from FIFA about the investigation. They have launched it in terms of a Lesotho match that Teboho Mokoena was fielded. We received it yesterday. Now, so we are preparing our response to FIFA disciplinary committee, which is ultimately required of us as an association. Now, SAFA, despite potentially moving up on goal difference, feels there is nothing to be worried about. She's not worried. Nothing to be worried about. Even if Benin Republic is coming from behind. So, as matters remain in our own hands in the final qualifying against Rwanda and Zimbabwe in October. Now, look, we are not really worried about that. I think our focus right now is to ensure Bafana get maximum points come October, because whatever happens, whether we were docked points or whatever, if we get 6 points come October, nothing else matters. These are the words from South African Football Association, SAFA. Will you go with her? Nothing matters.
I feel like they are very confident in their players, and because I feel like it's as if they're even happy to play because the encouragement is there and all sorts. That day I was speaking based on my own perspective, from one perspective that it's their fault for not telling FIFA about the whole fine that are supposed to give to them. But one of the listeners brought my attention to they're not supposed to be reminded that this is already a standing rule which should be followed. Well, I mean, if hopefully FIFA gives this deduction, and since they're so confident about them winning, I mean, game is all about luck.
Yes.
So anything can happen. So I wish them all the best of luck.
That's the main thing. Let's
wish them all the best
exactly.
of luck.
Investigation is up and running. But even if they adopt a 3-point, they are still confident that they can get maximum points against their opponent come next month. Let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, with the Super Eagles, Nigeria Super Eagles dropped again in the FIFA ranking as they moved one step down from 44 to 45 in the latest ranking released by FIFA on Thursday. That was last week. Now, when the ranking, yesterday, not today. Now, when the ranking was released in July, the Super Eagles also dropped from 43rd to 44. Now in Africa, Super Eagles are now 6 behind Morocco, number 1, Senegal, number 2, Egypt, number 3, Algeria, number 4, and Cote d'Ivoire, number 5. Africans in the first, third, and fourth. Now Lesotho, who will host Eagles on March the 9 of the FIFA World Cup, dropped to 153. Now another opponent of the Super Eagles in the next month qualifiers, Benin Republic, moved up to 93rd. Bafana of South Africa, who held the 3-time African Nations 2-1 draw, are brightening their chances of qualifying for the World Cup, climb to 55. Meanwhile, the highest profile change comes right after at the top of the table with the UEFA Euro 2024 winners, Spain, rising 1 place to number 1. A mark that have they have not occupied in men's game since back in June 2014. So number 1 now is Spain in the world. Now in the process, and they have dethroned the long-standing leaders, Argentina, who is now third, dropped down 2 places, and who have occupied position since April 2023. Now joining Spain is surpassing the current world champions, the team Argentina beat in the World Cup final, France. They are now number 2 world ranking. Wow. But Nigeria last month 43 to 44. Now this month 44 to 45. What will happen in October? Is it 45 to 46 or from 45 to 50? We will leave that one to you. The Nigerian Football Federation could receive a windfall of $7 million, approximately 10.5 billion naira, if Super Eagles emerge victorious at the that is if they emerge now 2025 Africa Cup of Nations scheduled to take place in Morocco. Now CAF confirmed that the eventual champions of the tournament will earn $7 million, and the highest payout in the competition history. Now the 2025 edition is set to run from December 21st, 2025 to January 18, 2026. Will feature an overall prize pool of $32 million, underscoring the growing commercial and competitive value of African Premier Football Tournament. Now the champions will go home with $7 million. Runners up second, $4 million. Semi-finalists, 2.5 million naira each. Quarter-final, 1.3. Round of 16, $800 cash. Third place in the group, 700. Fourth place in the group, 500. So at least everybody is going with money. If you qualify, you have money. In short, from the group, when you move to the round of 16, you have $800, $800,000. If you qualify for the quarterfinal, 1.3 will be added to the 800. If you qualify to the semi-final, 2.5 will be added to the other ones. Now, if you now qualify for the final, yes, the runners-up, if you carry second, you get 4 points. If you carry first, you get 7 points. So when you now do the mathematics, when you become champions, 7.5 plus 2.5, that's 9.5, plus 1.3, that is 10.8, if I'm not mistaken, plus another 800, that is 2 million. Yes, 2 million. Oh, that's it. Yes, that's about 11 million. Then it goes on. I think we'll say kudos to CAF for trying to encourage football in Africa.
Yeah, to boost their morale now, to ginger them. That this is how it is now. So it's
all about the akpalakpala.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. So Super Eagles, I hope people are ready, because at least the AFCON is in December. Well, we're already through to it, and we'll just keep tab with what the team will do, because this Super Eagles now we don't know if it's the Super Eagles that is the fault, or if it is the administrator that are the problems. We don't even know anymore. Nobody don't put faith again for Super Eagles. It is well. Okay, we go straight to continental football in Africa, not the UEFA Champions League, though, but the CAF competition, where Rivers United from Port Harcourt, they've arrived Kinshasa, in Democratic Republic of Congo, ahead of the first leg clash against FC Les Aigles du Congo for the 2025-2026 CAF Champions League. Now, the Nigerian contingent, comprising players, coaching staff, and club officials, departed from the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos on Wednesday and are set to face on Congolese side at the Stade des Martyrs, an 80,000 capacity stadium on Saturday, 20th. That's tomorrow, September 2025. 3:30 p.m. is time for that game. I wonder why they left on a Wednesday for a game that's on Saturday. Well, they have played already, so hopefully they'll get a feel of the top. But what do you think about when it comes to the CAF Champions League? I don't think since Eyimba did it back in 2003 and 2004, back-to-back winning the trophy, I know Nigeria has even smelled the semi-finals. And we've been trying, but let's see how it goes. But for Rivers United, they've been there, but not really close to the podium. But do you think we see Nigeria going far? I don't know if I follow in the CAF Champions League.
With the way the Super Eagles are playing now, but there's hope.
There's hope.
There's hope.
It seems to like hope very well.
There's hope.
There's hope.
There's hope.
You think hope will go play football when you're not properly prepared?
If they are like this one that are going on Wednesday now, so they have to train and get ourselves conversant with everything. So there's no reason not to put our
league that we go down this weekend. Let's see if I can squeeze in those fixtures if they are really games beginning from 1:30 tomorrow, and we have that of Nigeria. Yes, talking about Rivers United, 3:30 will be time for that game. Hopefully we'll also have Remo Stars. Yes, Remo Stars. We'll see where they are, their opponents also, at what time they should be playing. Hopefully, I look at Remo Stars playing on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So that means league activities will be suspended for this team. Talking about those involved in the Champions League. I try to get that of Remo Stars. Okay, Remo Stars will take on Zelimaju. Yes, from Comoros, and that time for that game will be 4 p.m. on Sunday. Yes, Remo Stars, Nigeria's champions, will be in action tomorrow at home. Yes, in Nigeria against Zelimaju from Comoros. So that's how it is. But meanwhile, let's look at the games that we go down this weekend. We begin with the Nigerian Premier Football League. Okay, we'll give a rundown quickly. All games will go down on Sunday, 21st of September. And Barao FC, a privately owned club in Kano State, will take on Rivers United. Well, Rivers United will be in action on Saturday, so that game automatically suspended. So Barao FC will sit down and relax. No game for you because your team, your opponent will be in action. So you just sit down. Ladan Boso will definitely want to work on these boys to do better. Meanwhile, Bayelsa United will take on Nasarawa United. El Kanemi Warriors will take on Wari Wolves. Eyimba, yes, at the Aba Stadium will take on Insurance of Benin. Kwara United at the Lorry Township Stadium will welcome Plateau United. Niger Tornadoes will be up against Ikorodu City. Then at the Cathedral, Rangers International will be up against Abia Warriors in an Oriental Derby, a Southeast Derby. Yes, Rangers and Abia Warriors. Now, Imama has been looking for a win. Hopefully, he gets a win the way he started the league. Well, he's not too happy, but let's see if we could get results this time. Remo Stars will also not be in action because they are on continental duties. They are supposed to take on Kano Pillars. So, Kano Pillars, both clubs, Barao FC, Kano Pillars are from Kano State and their opponents. So, all of you will rest. Nothing for you people. Shooting Stars of Ibadan will take on Kun Khalifa. Then we see Katsina United up against Wiki Tourists. That will be on Monday. Now, I don't know which club you follow in the MPFL. I know all this Gen Z. It is, if it's not Chelsea, it is Arsenal, it is Madrid. But which club do you actually follow? What's are you from in the first place?
Delta.
Okay, from Delta State. Okay, Warri Wolves, who just get promotion from the NNL, and they made the return back to the MPFL, doing really well. Talking about Warri Wolves. If you see, they are third on the log after 4 games. They accumulated 2 wins and a draw, and they lost their game before they actually played out a draw against Remo Stars. So Warri Wolves. But how so far are you following? Let's be frank. Are you following the Nigerian league?
No, actually.
You don't. Why? No. Let's know why. There must be a reason. Let's know why from your side. Why?
There's no particular reason. It's just that, how will I put this now? It doesn't just come to my mind.
It doesn't just come to your mind.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's like...
So how did you get to follow your club, Chelsea?
Chelsea.
No, there must be something that made you started following. Where did you see it? How did you come across it? Because I'm sure there's... Because you say you don't know much about it. So how did you come across Chelsea?
Okay, like in 2018.
Okay.
That was like when I started following Chelsea because I think my cousin, so he was all about Chelsea. And at that time, 2018, 2019, 2020.
Chelsea was on fire.
Yes. So, I mean, I saw the fire and I was like, I like this club.
So where you started watching at home or at the viewing center?
No, at home first.
Okay.
At home, mostly at home. That was where I watched the matches. But for the Nigeria Premier League, actually, I didn't even know that Nigeria has a Premier League.
You don't know that Nigeria has a league? Hey! Otilo!
I was just like, it's only the Super Eagles. I just go for the World Cup.
Seriously,
AFCON.
we have a lot to do in this country. Seriously, I don't know how the MPFL will work on their media team. I don't really know how they work on their communications department. Truly, if only one person is speaking like this, you can imagine how many people out there. So at times when I even start talking about this, except those that are really following the league, they'll say, okay, what is Vicky even saying himself? Nigeria. So I'll now buy, I'll say, come, which state are you from? They'll tell me that